Costco turns down a local gun store's donation to the Children's Miracle Network. A Republican governor vetoes her state's constitutional carry bill. And Australia suffers the worst mass shooting since 1996. These stories and more on This Week in Gun Rights. This week's top story is about Sacramento Black Rifle and their frustrating experience in attempting to donate to a charity through a Costco program.
For years, we've been donating to Costco and the Children's Miracle Network through Costco, via Costco, through their banner program. So basically, you pay for a spot for a banner, and they hang it above the cash registers for everybody to see that's checking out. And this year, they solicited us like they do every year, and we graciously gave our donation, and they didn't hang our banner up. They said that somebody complained within the organization, and they refused to put the banner up.
In fact, the gun store's check was returned by 3 different Costcos in 2 different states. And in the most insulting case, the Roseville Costco took Sac Black's money, hung their banner, and then took it down when a customer complained. Apparently, some people are so hysterical over firearms that they're even willing to harm kids to avoid being associated with guns.
What's wrong with you? You acting all scared. Nigga, you ain't never seen a gun before?
Like, stop pointing the gun at the boy, man.
Nigga, look. Don't you disrespect me in front of company.
All right, let the gun go off.
A man's petition to place an assault weapons ban on the ballot has hilariously backfired. The Huntington Beach man had hoped to gain support for his idea in the community, but instead he got sued by the city, citing his initiative as unconstitutional and a waste of taxpayers' time. Man, you know you've really got to be off base when the government tells you,
"You need to shut the fuck up."
But the story gets even better, because the petitioner also had his mailbox stuffed with returned petitions. And they looked like this. Oh, and this. It doesn't happen often, but sometimes things just work out the way they're supposed to.
That's what you get!
Oklahoma's constitutional carry bill has been vetoed by Republican Governor Mary Fallin. The legislation, which would have allowed state residents to carry a firearm without having to go through a bunch of government red tape, was effectively shot down at the last minute. Now, this is deeply disappointing, especially coming from a supposedly pro-gun member of the GOP. I mean, come on.
You tossers! You had one job to do!
Meanwhile, all of Australia is still reeling from a recent mass shooting that killed 7 people. According to the Australian Broadcasting Corporation, this apparent murder-suicide is now the worst mass shooting in the country since 1996. Honestly, I am in total disbelief. I mean, how could this happen in a country that employs a gun buyback program and essentially has banned most firearms? After all, the Australian government has collected over 660,000 firearms. And this kind of gun control works, right?
What the heck are you talking about?
Here's an interesting twist to the good guy with the gun narrative. How about a good girl with a gun? A gunman in Brazil who recently tried to rob a group of families on Mother's Day had this happen to him. As you can see, if it hadn't been for this brave off-duty cop, the situation could have been a whole lot worse. I can just picture the anti-gunners watching this at home thinking,
Okay, that did not just happen.
Apparently, students at Kent State University are prohibited from being able to openly carry firearms on campus. Interestingly, though, the same prohibition does not exist for non-students. So, a recent Kent State graduate made a stunning statement this week and is turning heads and triggering a few snowflakes. See for yourself.
Good googly moogly, that thing is juice. Good googly moogly, that thing is juice.
And that'll be it for This Week in Gun Rights. If you like these videos, please remember to like and share. I'm Craig DeLuz with the Firearms Policy Coalition. You folks have fun, stay safe, and stay free.
If you like our videos, follow, subscribe, like, and share.